Hey guys.
It's Mallory.
Sylvia. Maybe we should change that at some point. We're just like, hey.
Awkward. Maybe eventually we won't have to introduce ourselves anymore.
I know.
One day. We can dream.
We can dream. Anyways, so today we are going to do another K-time.
K-time.
Another K-time.
K-time.
Today it doesn't revolve around K-pop per se, right?
No, but it was a concert.
Yes.
We just got back from a Minho concert!
Lee Minho, the actor!
Ever heard of it?
Yes. You guys have watched Boys Over Flowers, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm. Gujunpyo.
Gujunpyo.
He's like, got the hair like this.
Except not like that. Except, I think if he had hair like that, I don't think everyone would have been nearly as
His hair was pretty wild.
But I don't think it was like, his girls were like this.
We'll watch it later.
But
it's like that.
It's a lot like that. But yes, Hallyu star, Lee Minho.
Yes.
And I think he's everyone's first love.
We were discussing,
right?
like, I think if you watch K-dramas, you went through a Lee Minho phase.
Yes.
And he was probably one of your first.
Yeah, most likely one of
Chok
your yes, Chok Sarang. Like, he is like the beginning of everything, I feel like.
The beginning and the end.
Beginning and the end.
Not the end.
Not the end, but beginning of a lot of things. So we, obviously I loved him, but he hasn't been doing many concerts in the past.
Or anything.
Obviously he's done some movies, drama here and there, but he hasn't done many concerts here in Korea as much as he used to in the past. So one day I was scrolling on a website and I found out that he was doing a talk concert.
Talk concert.
Yes.
And we're like, what does that mean? Talking and concert.
Yes. It doesn't really sound it sounds like an oxymoron.
It does. I'm like, is there going to be dancing?
I hope there would be dancing.
But she's like, do you want to go to a Lee Minho concert? It's like,
yes.
The answer is always yes.
Yes, always.
Yes.
So, we found this out, I think last month or the month before. So, we're like, great. We didn't have any plans in January, really, because we've been so busy these last few months.
December.
Yeah, December, November,
Happened.
October, September. Everything has been pretty busy, but we didn't have anything planned for January, so it was perfect.
So we were excited about that.
Yeah, so we got tickets on the website, which was awesome,
totally
amazing.
legal and acceptable. So
it was not shady.
It was not shady. It was actually perfect.
It was perfect. It was we got it. We actually probably could have gotten better seats than we did, but we're like, well, we'll just see.
Yeah,
we love him, but we're not we're
just third row. We just want to be in the same room as him, feel his presence, because we're not fluent in Korean. It's not like we'll be talking with him, and so we just kind of want to
just be there.
Be there.
So
I breathe the same air. Well, hopefully I didn't breathe carbon
dioxide.
But you know what I mean. Just be in the same.
Yeah. Yeah. So we got third floor tickets, and we didn't know what to expect.
We had no idea what that meant.
Yeah.
Per usual.
So our day began.
It was okay. I guess what I have to say about this concert, it was so far beyond any of my expectations.
Yeah. First of all, so it was at Kyungki University, very beautiful place. If you ever come to Korea and you want to see beautiful campuses, for just that reason, it's very pretty. Much prettier than my Canadian campus.
Yes, it's all very European.
Yeah.
Castle.
Very
I'm not
pretty.
an architecture, art history major, but it's all beautiful.
It was beautiful, and it's called Grand Peace Hall, so we didn't know what that meant.
It sounded fun.
Yeah.
So we got there, and we saw these ajumas with sparkly light sticks, and it was dark already. So we just followed the ajumas with the light sticks, and all of a sudden there's this giant Roman Catholic cathedral.
Yeah.
Huge cathedral, Notre Dame style, with
cathedral.
With the stained glass windows, and we're like, what is this?
What is going on here?
There's all this merchandise and stuff there, and we're like, oh, that's probably just there as a backdrop,
Yeah.
No.
No.
The concert was in the cathedral. We're
Yes.
like, what?
What is this? Whoever thought a concert would be at a cathedral?
And then I was
like
like,
a concert.
Yeah. So we got our tickets, and they, well, a little bit later, but they gave us this, and we were like, it's backwards, but it says Minoz Mansion, and we're like, mansion, or Minoz World.
Yeah, Minoz World.
Minoz-
So Minoz, the
Mansion.
fans are called Minoz. And I told Mallory this. I almost joined the Minoz way long time ago when it was back in Canada, but like years. I almost joined them, but I was like, what am I going to do? I'm never going to go to Korea. And
then you ended up in a cathedral.
And then in a cathedral. But it says on the...
Well, this is backwards.
It's okay. Just show it anyways.
It says Minoz Mansion.
And it says invitation. Hold on.
What is that
Random
noise?
music is playing, guys.
What is that noise?
I don't know, but that was kind of scary.
Minoz Mansion.
We did not plan that, by the way. This was not planned. Where did that music come from? It's like we knew we were talking about leaving out, and they're just like, music must be played. Invitation.
Wow.
Okay. Okay.
Woo. Okay. So
this is Minho's mansion. It was.
Look at him.
It says invitation on it.
It's backwards.
It's fine.
Look at him staring into your soul.
Look at him beside the piano. So we got there and we had seen on a website that like one of the things you could possibly get is Lee Min-ho goods. What does that mean? Well, we found out when we got there. We saw that he had a light stick.
A light stick. It blinks.
Ta-da!
And I think it's like an M
and
a W.
Yeah, so literally Lee Min-ho's world. So on the actual light stick, it says, Lee Min-ho backwards. But you guys can read backwards. Lee Min-ho. It says Lee Min-ho, and it's his light stick, and it's sparkly, and it's blue, and it's beautiful.
Just everything. And so we're like, what is this Minoz Mansion thing? Yeah. And we realized there was a whole theme to his concert.
Yeah. So, okay. So,
but first, outside, there was these giant, there were these food trucks with coffee. Yes. They were just serving free coffee.
Yeah. So when you go sometimes to music shows or like events for idols and stuff, they have food trucks or like coffee shops or drama filmings. They do it sometimes. And outside of his cathedral, they had free coffee that you could get. And I forgot they made me throw out my coffee when I was inside, but it had his face on it. Like it had his face on the coffee, and I should have saved it, but I threw it out.
Next time.
I know, next time. But it had...
Next time.
I know, he's going on and listening.
That was the other thing. There were these wreaths, and it was like 2018. Why am I holding scissors?
I don't know. That's very scary.
2018, we'll be here for you.
Yeah.
And so this was kind of like his going away concert, too.
Because he's nearing that age. He's almost 30, or he's 30 already Korean age, which means they have to go on enlistment, so he's going to be away for 2 years.
Yeah. So there are all these pretty wreaths, like we talked about before, and like posters.
A lot of posters outside, and they're pretty big outside.
The fan unions had made.
Yeah, from all over the world, because Lee Min-ho is very popular, like all over Southeast Asia. So like China, like everywhere, and like he obviously
he's a lot of people's first love.
He's a lot of exactly. A lot of people love him. So we enjoyed looking at that. Our friend joined us, and then we went inside.
And inside was even better. It was like walking into this giant castle.
Oh, yeah.
There was
a giant Lee Min-ho poster.
Giant Lee Min-ho, like 2 stories tall Lee Min-ho poster.
Giant.
He was literally 2 stories tall.
Yeah.
And there was a cardboard cutout that I stroked.
Yes.
And there were these beautiful, stairs leading up to it. It was just really beautiful, and
it was very classy.
It was so classy, and I felt like it all of a sudden made sense. Like this whole invitation. You're invited to Minho's world. And it's like a little passport. It's like, thank you.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Too bad I didn't wear my mascara.
I know. Too bad I just didn't try harder today.
Dang it.
I know. So we go upstairs to our 3rd floor, and it was practically empty. Like
So-
no one was really up there. There's a lot of tickets still available. Also, I think another reason probably is because he's dating Susie now. So, yeah. Which is adorable. We love it. We ship it so hard.
Yeah.
But
It's just
a lot of people could have probably gone to this concert. But we
they're
were
sensitive.
I know, they're sensitive. It's fine. It's more for us to enjoy it. So we're there. We had to move up, though, because our view wasn't...
Because there was so much empty space, though, we moved up a couple rows so we could look down. Because one thing about this theater we should know is also apparently it's where the Golden Disc Awards are being held
the Golden Disc
this
Awards
year
are being held out, yeah.
at this cathedral. And you should know if you're going, if you want to get on one of the floors, don't get like the first or even second.
Go a few rows up.
Because,
so you can see down.
Because if you're sitting down,
if you're right there, if you're in the front row, you won't be able to see the
over
front
it.
part of the stage because it's there's like this like barrier that's blocking you from dying, basically, and falling down.
Yeah.
So you should probably go higher.
So we moved up to like the 4th row.
Yeah, we moved up to the 4th row. There was like no one really there, and we're just like
there was on the bottom 2 floors, but just on the 3rd floor there was like
So it's important if you want to go there to see a show. If you're on the floors, if you're up, don't go for the front row. So we got there and we're waiting, and like at this point our expectations were very much like
blown out of the water.
Yeah,
there was free stuff. There was
a
a light stick. I got an invitation.
Yeah.
Giant poster.
Yeah,
I was like, this is more than I ever asked for. Like I just wanted to be in the same room as him, and here I was like stroking his cutout. And, like,
Another thing I noticed is there's a lot of like people from different ages, right?
Yeah.
Like older people, young people like us, and younger like kids.
Girls.
There was like a lot of different age groups.
Everyone loves leaving the house. So.
Yeah, it was nice to see. Okay, so
let's talk about some highlights of the concert.
Okay, so yes, the actual concert itself. Minho is just adorable. Let's just put it this way.
So cute.
He's so cute. His laugh literally kills me.
It was the most giggly giggle
I could just watch him giggle.
I feel
the entire time.
He probably had like a little, like if you squished his cheek, it would make a noise.
I know. That's so true. He like so cute.
He giggled so much.
So much. And he was just so adorable with his fans. Very interactive.
Because there are a bunch of people on the first floor. If you're in the first couple of rows on the first floor, they would like yell out random things, and he'd like laugh like
and he'd like
and respond to them.
Respond.
And it was pretty much a fan meeting.
Yeah, which is I guess when we think about it now, Top Concert, it's just basically them being able to talk to Minho and him talking about his feelings to the fans, and it was cute. That was cute. His laugh was adorable.
It was so cute. And so basically the concert switched between like there'd be like a big question in Korean for, here's the question, then he would answer the question.
Yeah, there'd be different themes or whatever. So like Mallory said, the theme was his
Minoz Mansion was the theme. Yeah. So like it started, they had like a set with a chair, and it was in like a little back, like a wall, and it was supposed to be like his living room or something. Yeah. So we'd answer a couple questions, and then he'd go and sing a song, and everything would be magical for a second while the people ran around backstage, and we were like in his garden all of a sudden, like they'd moved to these pillars, or like we were in his library and he was answering different questions, and we were just moving into different parts of his mansion. Yeah. But he didn't know what was going on.
Okay, that's another
so
cute.
Funny.
Even though it was his concert, he had like literally no idea. He'd keep on looking down at his cards, and he'd have to ask the staff.
The staff would like run out. Like be like, it's right here.
It's right here. Like, you have to read this part, or this is this. Like, he did not know half the time what was going on, and he would just giggle. And we just giggle. We just laugh with him because we're just like, you're adorable. Like,
so adorable.
He's so cute. He would he would do raffles.
Oh yeah.
So he would do raffles.
But it wasn't like a prize raffle. No. It was a raffle to talk to him.
Yeah, so you could have different scenarios. And even then, so the first time he didn't know what to read. He didn't know where the name was. So the staff had to come out and be like, you have to read this. And here I'm thinking the reason he can't read it is because maybe it was in English, but it's because he didn't know where the name was, even though it was like a little dinky ticket.
Yep.
So
So one of the scenarios they did, and I think this was my favorite personal part, was like they did like.
Which one?
Like when the girlfriend called.
Oh, okay. Well, that's like later on in the concert.
Okay.
Well, we can say that first then. It's okay.
No, we can talk about something else. What came before that?
Now I'm trying to remember.
I know. Well, they did like, first they showed all of his dramas, and they were like, okay, who do you like better, suit or casual clothes? And I guess the fans voted. And then there was like, mean or nice.
Yeah. So we were always in the minority when this happened. So like he'd say like, yeah, what do you like better? And he would guess what the fans would like better. And we were always in the minority. We always liked, So like Gu Junpyo or Kim Tan, right? Gu Junpyo. I mean, come on, Avi. Like it's Gu Junpyo, curly hair, like rich chaebol.
Obviously.
Loves you.
Mm-hmm. But I think the older women didn't. I think they all liked
Kim Tan because he was nicer.
Yeah. I mean, but he was in high school, so it's a little bit funny.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, he was in high school. Well, I guess in Boys Over Flowers, he moved on from high school though, right? Eventually, but yeah. So then winner would be Kim Tan. Would be like,
yes,
we're like, and then it'd be suit and casual. But actually, that's the one where everyone agreed. Mm-hmm. Suit and tie.
Yeah, so we did like little things like that, very interactive, answering questions.
Yeah,
about
and then
his future, answering questions about like his past, answering questions about kisses. Like there was one where they showed different kisses, and they're like, were there any bad kisses? Or like, what was your least? He was like, they were all good,
Yeah.
He was just being really cute with the fans and everything. And my favorite part was there was this like interviewer that came on, and she was like, okay, how would you be like a nice person to your girlfriend?
So the question was, do you think your fans like nice Lee Min-ho or sandir Lee Min-ho? So sandir is meaning like mean, like snarky and like, sarcastic and all that stuff. But not actually mean, but mean, typical, like not nice, but mean, right? And so we're all like, sandir, mean, and then...
So first they had the interviewer call, and she's speaking Korean, like she's like, "Oh, oppa," and she's talking about like being constipated.
Yeah, literally that was her situation.
I can't go. Like she
couldn't go to the bathroom.
She couldn't go to the bathroom. So he was responding in Korean as the nice guy, like, "Oh, like what did you eat? You should eat this to help you. Like, Oppa will help you." And he was being really nice. And everyone's like, "Oh, and everyone's like, oh, that's so sweet." Even though it's ridiculous, she was calling her boyfriend about being constipated.
Who the hell would want it? I don't know.
He was really sweet. He was laughing inside too. And so then they're like, okay, do it mean now. And then he turned on his Gu Junpyo face, and I died inside.
So funny.
I died. Like, he said, she did the same thing. Oppa, I know I can't go to the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, why?
Yeah.
He's like, what did you eat?
Yeah. Like, don't call me about stupid
Don't
stuff.
call me. And, like, he was just being so Gu Junpyo, like, and then he shut the phone.
It was so
funny. And then he was like, but then I would go after and help her.
Yeah, and then he would go, which is typical Sandir, which is like, yes, that's the part we like.
And I'm like, that's why I like you. It was just so fun to see him.
Acting it out.
It was so cute to see giggly him, like, Lee Min-ho, but then also to see him
turn on
that, like, Gu Junpyo
look.
Just, I love so much.
Aura kind of thing. So yeah, he'd be so cute. And then one of my favorite parts, I think this happened a little before that, was when, this happened right after that, actually. Yeah, it did. So after that whole calling thing happened, they had the raffle again. So before, the raffle was just asking questions and stuff like that. But this one was only one person could win, and you got to act like his girlfriend. So obviously everyone was like, oh my god, like we want to be that winner. So then he called the name, and this cute little Korean, at first I thought she was 14.
She's really short.
She's really small, but she was not. Her voice sounded very mature. She goes up very calmly, like she's talking to him very calmly. I'm like, oh my god, like he led her up by the hand.
He led her up by the hand.
Literally,
and he was like this close to her at one point.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, how are you even? I would not be okay. Like this is not even like.
I was feeling for her, like
my heart was like
on the third floor.
I was like freaking out for her, and I was like, I can't. And so they're like, okay, you're going to act like a couple or whatever, and like they're all like, the host was like, don't worry, this is not real, like, don't freak out. And so the lights turned off, and then they go toward each other, and Lee Minho picks her up and lifts her off the ground in a huge hug.
And she's like, her legs are
and
up.
And her legs are up like this.
He's like looking at her.
Looking at her, and we all scream. Everyone screams.
It was like fast, like the lights were down, and they were up showing him pick her up and everything.
Yeah. Literally, I freaked out so much for her. And he brought her down, and she's just like, she's just like this.
Like, finally.
And I'm like, yes, that's the reaction. But then she managed to walk off. I'm like, how did you even manage to walk up the stage? I would need a stretcher. I would be dead. They would need to call the ambulance.
But like, remember, because you actually,
but you remember from Key's thing from
the girl who faints?
The girl who faints.
It's Tokyo Dome.
Dome.
Yeah, you would be that.
I would literally not.
Yeah. It was, oh man, I was dying.
I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Other than that, he sang his songs, which was cute. He's not a bad singer.
No,
I mean, he's not like,
he's not amazing, but he's pretty good.
But he, can hit notes, and he tries really hard, and...
Yeah, he sang some of his songs. I wanted him to sing My Everything, but he didn't.
I wanted him to sing Almost Paradise.
Can you imagine? Almost Paradise. No, 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 no. I think by the end of that drama, everyone hated that song. Like, everyone hated it. I can't.
I love it.
That would have been hilarious.
I love that song.
There's also another part where they would show his, like, scenes with, like, women, women, like, kind of, like, intimate scenes, and, like, you would see him reacting to them.
Yeah, because they had it on the VCR, like a projection behind him, because he was sitting in this, like, cozy chair, like, you're in my living room type thing. So then he would, like, look behind him to, like, watch the VCR, and you would see his reactions, and he'd be like...
He'd die at some of them. He'd be like, oh my god, like, I
can't
believe...
so hard at some of his cheesy lines.
Yeah, it was cute.
It was cute. There was one part where they were like, okay, dancer or singer?
Oh my god.
And we wanted dancer, obviously. I want to see this kid dance.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really all I want. Everyone did. And he was like, no, no. He's like, I can't dance. And we're like, yes. You are going to dance for us.
Yes, you can.
So the nice host brought him up and, like, taught him, like, a little line dance for, like, I don't know, 15 seconds or whatever.
He couldn't really do that.
He couldn't even do that. He's not a dancer.
He's not a dancer. He's adorable. I was like, you're so cute. You could do anything. I would think it's cute.
I want you to do everything like that forever.
I know, and he probably will.
He probably will.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He was just so cute with everything, and he just... I don't know. He just has that dorky charisma that's just like draws you in. It's so funny because he's so good at playing like Gujunpyo like characters, very like snarky, mean kind of. But
then he's actually in real life this little like giggly,
this little
Cabbage Patch doll.
Yeah, like so cute, so adorable.
And then at the end, like he did his charity, PMZ. Project.
Oh, his charity. Yes,
his
charity
thing.
For the
water, and so he sang a song about water,
helping kids
with water.
And we're all like, as if you weren't already perfect. You're
gonna give to the poor.
Yeah, and like, oh my god, you're the best person.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He's like, oh, so his VCRs. So like, if you ever seen VCRs on YouTube. Or if you ever go to a concert and you see VCRs, they're actually kind of, like, well thought, and they're, like, well, like, they're funny. Like, they can be funny or cute, and they actually put, like, a lot of, like, thought into what the VCR is going to be.
Not his. Literally, there was one where he just walked up a staircase and, like, picked a book off the shelf and was like, just...
Literally, though.
And there was a 30-second VCR of him then putting it back on the shelf. Taking another step. And he was doing a costume change.
Yeah, like it was just funny because we literally just watched him look at books,
literally,
or like him just walking. Literally just be like him walking, looking at pictures of himself.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, well.
Yeah. So that's the story of us going to Minoz Mansion.
Oh, also when he was singing, they had pictures of him. of like his different characters.
Oh yeah, like a tribute.
Like a tribute to himself.
It was almost like he was dying.
Yeah. It almost was. Like,
Yeah.
It was almost like it was his good. Well, it was
a
his
goodbye.
goodbye.
It was a goodbye.
It was a
because
goodbye.
He's going
to the
military.
army.
Yeah.
And
So it
everyone-
was a goodbye concert.
It
in
was
lot
a
of
goodbye
ways.
concert, and so we were there. We picked up we both picked up a lot of more Korean than I thought I would. Personally, I picked up more than I thought I could do.
Me too.
I was just like, wow. I didn't understand everything, but I understood some of the gist.
Yeah.
So progress.
Progress.
But yeah.
Okay.
And then it finished. And it finished in a bunch of like confetti.
And glitter.
And glitter.
Lots of glitter.
A lot of glitter.
Snow.
Snow, yeah.
Umbrellas falling from the ceiling.
Yeah.
It was a good concert.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to see him. He's my first love.
Yeah.
And he's going to go into the army soon. And I wish him the best of luck.
I know. And we hope to see you soon. I think he might be doing a drama even though.
Yeah, he announced. He didn't announce something.
Yeah. He also said he'd be open to do variety programs, which I'm a huge Running Man fan, so I think you should go on Running Man and be on Running Man.
Da, da, da. Running Man.
Running Man, you should go on Running Man.
And I'll watch it.
And I would watch it 100 times.
Yeah.
That boy needs to go on more variety shows. He doesn't go on any variety shows
and
ever.
he's so funny.
And he's so adorable. People would love him.
He would. If people don't love him enough already.
I know, right?
I
think
his
that's
concert
why.
would be sold out.
Right? I think that's why. I think he's scared of how would happen to the world. The world would just die if like he actually did.
Yeah, like clouds would pop open and flowers would fall out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Anyway, that's how we went to Minoz Mansion for the night, and it was good.
It was very differently. It was very different experience.
Yeah.
It was a classy concert.
Very classy. Very classy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our story on Lee Minho.
Yeah.
I will always love you forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So, anyways, guys, until our next K-Time, story time.